Good morning. This is Gloria Gross with Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce, and this is Community Connections. Welcome, everyone. Thank you to Mark Stone and the town of Prescott Valley and Channel 56 for letting us come and do these community connections and tell you everything that's going on in our community. Our first guest is Tim Taylor, Community Service Officer with the Prescott Valley Police Department, and he's going to be talking to us about the virtual block watch. Welcome, Tim.
Good morning, Gloria. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. What can you tell us about the virtual block watch?
So the virtual block watch is a relatively new system. We just started it within the last year. What it does is it registers CCTV or closed circuit television cameras throughout the town with our GIS database so that we know where these cameras are at, and when a crime occurs in that area, it provides us with a point of contact with the owner of that camera so we can reach out to them and ask them if their camera's caught anything on tape. And it helps shorten the time the detectives have to invest in getting footage of the incident or tracking down who might be related to whatever happened.
Wow, and you said they're located all over Prescott Valley, so we won't necessarily see them ourselves or know they're there? Is it kind of secret or not?
No, it's not really as secret as to the cameras you'll see. They're actually owned by businesses and residents of the town.
Oh, okay.
And what they do is they go online, they fill out a small form on our secure server to tell us what cameras are there, what they see, how long that video is kept for, and provide us with a good point of contact so that we can reach out to them to get the video footage from them. Wow,
that's amazing. And I know you were telling me earlier that you have quite a few residents and businesses signed up to do this.
So far we have 33 residents and businesses signed up for the program. And then it's really important to note one thing on these cameras is we don't actually access them, so we don't pull them up and view them.
Oh, okay.
We contact the owners if something happened and coordinate with them to get the video into evidence and review it.
So are you looking for more businesses to be active in this block watch?
We're always looking for more businesses to sign up, and we're also looking for residents, if they have something as simple as a front door camera.
Oh, okay. I don't have one of those. I'll have to get one of those.
Well, the good thing is nowadays they're actually pretty cheap.
They are. You see them advertised on TV all the time.
Yes, and they're relatively inexpensive too.
Yeah.
And the good thing about this is by installing these in your home, your front doors, it actually can deter crime like porch theft, people messing with your cars, trying to break in.
Right. And you see that on TV and on Facebook. I see it all the time. Somebody says, look at this guy stole my package, and I've got a video of him. And it's like, oh, that's really cool. So you're looking for more people to get into this program and be active in this. That would help our crime level around the area?
Oh, yes, ma'am. And it's really easy to sign up. You can do it straight from our website at pvaz.net. You can go in, fill out the form online, and hit submit. And if you run into any problems, you can always contact our crime prevention unit, and we're more than happy to help get it set up.
That's awesome. So what other information can you give us on this, Tim?
So right now, as I said, there's about 33 applicants that have already signed up for it. 8 of those are businesses in the area, and the rest are residential. It's very simple to the sign-up process. It goes into, once you sign up, it goes into a secure database there on the PD server. And then we plot that out in what's called a GIS map that basically shows us where these cameras are at. And then when we pull that camera up, we can see what the camera actually shows, either from a verbal description of what the owner put or a photo that they've attached. And then the contact information of who to contact and when it's best to contact them.
Wow, that's amazing. So that would really be beneficial for all of us to do, no matter where we live, because there's crime everywhere, it seems like. Nobody is free of crime anymore. It seems like it happens everywhere.
No, ma'am, it can be anywhere. This can help with anything from serious crimes to even just if you have a problem with vandalism in the neighborhood, or it can also help with identifying speeders in the residential areas.
Oh.
If a citizen is calling in and complaining about somebody speeding through their neighborhood all the time, Now they can have a photo of the car, give a better description, or also help identify the times that they're coming through.
Oh, that's a really good idea. I live on the other side of Fry's in that called Link Lake Estates area, and those guys speed down our streets all the time. It's only 25, but no, they go out 40, and it's terrible. That's a good idea. I'm going to have to invest in a camera now so I can do that and catch some speeders going down my street. That'd be awesome. So what are the information can you give us, Tim?
So that's really about all I can provide on the virtual block watch. It's a very simple program.
Yeah.
And it's all about the information sharing and just identifying where they're at.
Right. So do you ever tell people where the cameras are?
No, this is actually, like I said, it's on a secured server. So you actually have to have a login and password to access the map.
Oh, okay.
So the primary users for something like this would be our detectives or our traffic units. You know, if they're getting a large number of complaints in the neighborhood, they might start contacting the people who've registered with us, ask them to check their cameras, you know, between a certain date and certain times. And then if they find something, you know, contact us and we will come and get the video. We'll help assist in downloading it and we'll store it into evidence, and we can use that to help solve some of these crimes.
That's awesome. Now, are some of these over like in Mountain Valley Park and some other areas like that? Are there cameras over there?
There are going to be CCTVs in the Mountain Valley Park area. We've requested that several times, and I believe the town is looking into installing something.
Oh, that would be nice.
But you also realize there's a lot of residentials along the edge of the Mountain Valley that see into the park.
That's true. That's true. And it would be helpful if they would do that and they would get the cameras for you guys.
Immeasurably helpful.
Yes, that's a good idea. So how else can you promote this to get it out there so people will be more interested in doing it?
So I know you guys have helped us before with the chamber.
Right.
Marty's put it out on their releases. We've put it out in the utility bills and then also on our social media.
Wow, that's amazing. And so you do have a website, and the website is Virtual Block Watch, or what is it? No, you have to go to the main website first, right?
Yes, ma'am.
The PV.
So you go to the pvaz.net, and from there you can go into our programs and look for the Virtual Block Watch.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tim, for being with us today and sharing this. And this is an excellent program, and I really encourage everybody to get involved. And I think I'm going to invest in a camera because I think that would be an awesome for the speeders on my street. So thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes, through all of the strangeness. I'm going through changes now.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
Welcome back to Community Connections. Our next guest is Julie Pflueger. I knew I messed that up. Marketing Director for Prescott Area Shelter Services, PASS, if nobody knows the PASS means Prescott Area Shelter Services. We are talking about the Spring Back in Time, the 12th annual afternoon tea. Julie, welcome.
Thank you, Gloria. It's so awesome to see you. I know that you've been off traveling, and we're always glad to have you back home in
Yes,
Prescott and
it's
Prescott
nice.
Valley.
Yes, glad to be back.
So our Spring Back in Time tea is our 12th annual. Last year we went virtual, and Gloria, I'm going to tell you that doing a virtual event is so much more work than
I
being
bet.
live in person,
bet.
and nowhere near as much fun. So this year it is going to be on Sunday, May the 1st at the reimagined Sam Hill Warehouse.
Oh,
So
okay.
excited. This is where we did the Festival of Trees, and all the funds from the festival went to PASS. And it is going to have a silent auction, live auction, wine, tea. Goods Around the Garden is one of our iron sponsors.
I love them.
Yeah, they're doing an amazing job for us and have
Yes.
done our tea in the past. Tickets are $50 per person, and they are available on our website. And as a reminder, that's prescottshelters.org.
Nice,
So please send
nice.
everybody there.
Nice. And it starts what time?
It starts at 2 and goes till 4:30. We're going to have some guests speaking and telling a little bit about their experience at PASS. We have a beautiful video that Sky City Productions put together for us.
Oh, nice.
As well as, everybody gets a chance to get together.
Yes.
And we're so lucky. We have about 80 volunteers right now
Wow.
that support us and our work in the community. And so many of them do come and attend the tea, as do a lot of our online supporters who
Yes.
are so important to us.
Definitely. And I hear you have, music. Is that live music?
We will have some live music. We also have Sky City Productions doing some background music for us, and all of the event production they're going to handle.
Do you know who your live music is?
We don't. I
Okay.
have, we're interviewing, and
Okay.
last week was not the week to get out. Everywhere was crowded. Everyone was celebrating.
Yeah.
So we're working on finalizing all of that.
Yeah. Well, that's always a good draw when they find out who's playing, because there are so many good bands in our area. It's just
Yes.
amazing.
In last year, we were supposed to have a jazz quartet, and when we had to go online, we had to postpone them. So we're just trying to work out the kinks, see if we can get them. Otherwise, we have a lot of other fun up our sleeves. But go to our website, like us on Facebook, and you'll be able to follow what our new announcements are. We're working on raffle tickets. We'll have a silent and a live auction. So it promises to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome. And it's a great afternoon. People love to dress up, and it says optional hat and or costume content. Now, what kind of hat and costume would you like to have?
So we'll have a lot of ladies in their tea hats.
Okay.
We're hoping to have some of our friends from the Renegades and the Shady Ladies there.
Oh, I love those ladies.
I know, and it's great for photo opportunities, and we're going to have a photo booth, and so lots of fun there. But I think more importantly than anything, everyone wants to get together, and we're just so blessed with the support from our community. PASS does not get any federal funding.
Right.
All of our funding comes locally or from grants, and the grants have to be specific, and then we have to follow the rules for where those grants go to. So
Right.
all of our funding really comes from our community. And not to bore you, Gloria, but in 2021, we served 87 women and had over 5,700 bed nights between women and women with children. And in 2021 served over 116 guests.
Wow.
So those are the people that we're helping. We're helping them reset their lives, and we had an 84% transition rate to permanent housing.
That is
And we
awesome.
help them find housing, we help them join as roommates. So that's what the community is supporting, is getting people off the street, out of the cold, but really resetting their lives and
Right.
making them a viable part of our community.
And do you help them with jobs too, job opportunities?
We do. We have a caseworker, Jackie, who's amazing, and she sits down with them, and we've had a couple of ladies who are over 65.
Wow.
So we're really helping them access medication and Medicare, and some folks hadn't even filed for Social Security.
Oh my goodness.
Then we have 19-year-olds. And
yeah.
so, yes, we're helping them find jobs. And we're helping with medical situations, whether it's mental health, whether it's physical, but get back out there and be a part of our community and contribute.
That's awesome. And I know you're a tax credit
We are.
organization.
And here's a little mailer that we sent out for the Arizona tax credit. So couples can donate $800, and then that's refunded by the state of Arizona. And then individuals can donate up to $400, and it's fully refunded. And we are accredited, and you can just go right onto our website, again, prescottshelters.org. And donate right there. And I know everyone's starting to gather all their paperwork together for tax time.
Yes. Yeah, it's funny how that happens all of a sudden. It's like, okay, it's February. Okay, let's get busy on this and let's get started.
Well, every time I open up the mail, it's another piece of paper that I have to stuff in that big envelope.
Yes, I hear you. Us too. And if they wanted to, they could mail you a check if they wanted to do that.
Or they can pay by credit card and get those fun points
There you go.
right on our secure website. And that's where they go to buy tickets to the tea. We are still looking for 1 or 2 more sponsors, and I'd like to have an opportunity to thank some of our other sponsors. Our iron sponsor is Good From the Garden and 1AZ Credit Union. We have other sponsors, the Cutting Edge Team, the Clearinghouse FD, FI, Marquee Mortgage, and the Ann Gold family. Ann worked tirelessly as a volunteer for PASS, giving back. And when we lost her several years ago, her family's been very generous every year.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You have helped so many people over the years, and I've been down to the shelter several times, and it's just amazing to see the work that you've accomplished and how you've expanded the area and made it more modern and friendly user, really, for the people that come in, the families that come in. That is so important for a mother to have a place to go for her kids.
At Christmas time, we had 3 families with children. One gal had 4 kids, 7 to 14.
Oh, wow.
And we had lots of wonderful supporters who helped make Christmas come to life for them.
That is awesome.
But year-round, we take care of families like that,
You do.
getting them back on their feet.
Well, that's a wonderful organization in our community. So I highly recommend, if you want to do a tax credit, to do that. But don't forget the tea, Spring Back in Time, the 12th annual afternoon tea at 2 o'clock, the Sam Hill Warehouse behind the Hilton Holiday Inn, 300 North Montezuma. And for any further questions, you can call 778-5933 or go to their website, prescottshelters.org/event. Thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate you being here and sharing all this wonderful information with us. And we look forward to the tea.
Thanks, Gloria. Hope to see you there.
All right, thank you. We're going to take a short break.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Veterans, when you're struggling, soon becomes later, becomes someday, becomes when. Don't wait. Reach out.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up, and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Welcome back to Community Connections. Our next guest is Hedda Fay, Head of Outreach for Northland Cares, and you have a new program that you want to tell us about. Hedda, tell us all about it.
Yes, I do. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
I want to talk about our on-call PEP program. PEP stands for Post-Exposure Prophylaxis. It's a medication that if somebody has a direct exposure to HIV, an accidental needle stick, the condom breaks. If you're the victim of a sexual assault of somebody from an unknown status, this is a medication that if we get it to you, and that's pill to mouth, within 72 hours, it can stop you from getting HIV, even with a direct exposure.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is. The technology's great.
It is.
And not all pharmacies carry this medication because it can be $2,000 to $3,000.
Whoa.
So what we have is we have week packs at our office. That's enough time to get somebody on the medication within the 72-hour window and also offer us a bridge while we work with their insurance or other providers if the person doesn't have insurance to get them the medication, because you would have to take it daily for 28 days.
Oh, wow.
For it to be effective.
Okay.
And then we would want to follow up.
Right.
And do some lab work 30 days after that to make sure it was effective in preventing you from getting HIV.
Right. And is there a cost for this medication then?
No.
We work with the insurance
We work
to try
with,
to
yes.
cover it?
And if there's no insurance, we could still get it covered.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And you said you just have started an online process too.
On
somebody on call. I mean,
yeah,
not
on
online,
call.
On call.
Yes, we have staff that are on call weekends and holidays. And we have a number that they can call. It's 928-910-6707. And that's beginning Friday evening through Sunday night. They can call that. It's a cell phone. One of our staff is on call. They will respond to those calls to get people the medication.
That is amazing.
It is. We're very proud of this. We're one of the only clinics in the state doing this at this time.
That's great.
And 85% of accidental needle sticks go unreported. And here in Yavapai County, we do have an opioid epidemic.
Mm-hmm.
And HIV can live in a discarded syringe for up to 42 days.
Wow.
Which I don't think people realize. So even if it looks dirty and like it's been there for a long time, there could still be live virus material in that syringe if you stick yourself.
Wow. So that's an accidental stick, or like you said, a condom getting broke.
Right. Or if somebody's the victim of a sexual assault of somebody of an unknown status.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are here to help. Yavapai County experienced a 275% increase in new HIV diagnoses in 2019.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's still here. 1 in 7 people living with it don't know they have it. And if they don't know they have it, you're not going to know they have it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because HIV can go undetected in somebody for up to 10 years before they'd get a secondary infection that would tip their provider off that, hey, we might need to do an HIV test to see if you have it.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
And we also offer PrEP services. PrEP stands for pre-exposure prophylaxis. And it's a wonderful prevention tool. Like getting a hepatitis B vaccine if you're going to work at an institution. This is a tool that's available. So for people who have unprotected sex, multiple partners, for people that don't like to use condoms, for people who inject drugs, and this includes steroids, or if somebody is a sex worker, this is a medication that they can take every day and not get HIV while engaging what is considered to be a high-risk behavior.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is.
Unbelievable.
The medical technology has come a long way. And HIV is not a death sentence.
Right.
We treat people, we found people who are, would technically be considered having AIDS, the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Due to untreated HIV. We have smart medications now that once we engage them in care, it'll reverse that in the person within a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
You do not have to die from AIDS in Arizona or Yavapai County.
Wow.
There are tools to prevent it, and there's tools to treat it if you do have it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, you may have HIV and not even know it.
Right.
Wow. Can you accidentally get exposed to it, or does it have to be through a needle or some way like that with blood?
Yeah, it's usually, HIV is found in blood, semen, pre-seminal fluid, vaginal fluid, rectal fluid, and breast milk.
Really?
Right.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, it could happen through, vaginal sex, anal sex, oral sex. You can be exposed or with a needle. See, HIV is not like hepatitis B or C where it can't live outside of the body. As soon as air touches it, the virus dies.
Wow.
That's why in a syringe, which is usually airtight, sealed, and closed, it can live for up to 42 days.
That's
and maybe
amazing.
even longer, when our weather's really cold and we don't get above like 40 degrees for several days, then
Yeah.
it's like, a chilled specimen. But it's still alive in
Wow.
there. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And Northland Care is such a great organization to help with all kinds of areas of things like this.
Oh, yeah. We do education. We do hepatitis C testing, HIV testing. We also have specialty care for people living with HIV. Our providers are infectious disease specialists, so our clients get the highest level of care. And, we can be their primary care provider as well.
That is amazing.
And we also offer full panel STI testing. Arizona's #1 in the nation for syphilis.
Oh.
And we're #5 in the nation for babies born with syphilis.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
It is. And we can do better, Arizona. We can.
We can do better.
And we recommend people who are sexually active make a full panel STI test a part of their annual healthcare examination. And if you're having unprotected sex, we recommend that you do that every 3 months.
Right. Give us a phone number if somebody wants to call and ask you for more information about this.
Absolutely. We have an office in Prescott where the number is 928-776-4612. In Cottonwood, our number is 928-649-0833. And our outreach department, if you want to schedule some education or testing, is 928-771-0023.
All right. Thank you so much, Hedda, for sharing all this information with us. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with more information from our community. Have a great day.
Thank you.